This is just where we do creative activities, and I let you know one-on-one what shit is real and raw. I'm not finna fucking lie to you, alright? So this is real and raw shit. And we're just talking to people who just got their decks. This is your first deck, alright? And this is what I said, this part 3. I'm trying to keep them very, very short for the mind, okay? Because the shorter it is, the more the mind can grasp that shit and like really, really take it in. Sometimes when things are too long, you ain't really consuming that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because time is speeding up, we have to understand that we have to flow with what the fuck is going on. And if time's speeding up, you know what I'm saying, you taking forever is going to have somebody either bored, or they're not going to listen, or you're going to have to find a more simple, easy way to do it. And that is for the collective, okay? Again, this is about the deck. We talked about the deck. We talked about the rituals that you can do and that you can create. Okay, we talked about how opening up a deck is about opening up timelines, changing things. A deck can actually change things in people's lives, all right? So when you first get your deck, a lot of people are just asking questions and throwing the cards. You have no system, okay, to read the card. You just throwing them bitches and it's causing you to be all over the place, because that's how I was also. I was all over the place because, again, I told you I already had the gift to hear God. To me, the cards was fucking me up, right? So this is what my team told me as I struggled. And my team did not give me the answers to this shit until after I asked. Till after I'm at the desk crying, but I don't know how to do this shit. That is when the answers came. 222 on the timer. That's when the answers came. So you could be frustrated with your deck, and because you're not asking questions, your spiritual team just looking at you laughing like whatever she asks. So it gives that energy of when you knock, the door shall be open. So if you're frustrated with your deck right now, and you don't understand what you're looking at, and you don't understand, you know what I'm saying, what it really means, and you already telepathically, you already can hear from God, then this shit is really for you. Okay, to let you know that you're still on the right path, you're still on your divine path. It's supposed to be frustrating, but at the same time, you're getting the teachings that you need, because what your spiritual team is saying right now is ask the fucking questions, right? You have to ask the questions. If you ask me the questions, it's still in your spirit saying that I am real to you, right? Because you're frustrated and you're not asking questions, all right? So it's going to be some frustration there. But when you know exactly why you're laying your deck the way you're laying it, you knew why you came to that table, it's going to make a difference. And that's what my team told me. Like, you came here, you came to this desk defeated before you even made it over here. You was already defeated. You was already in the energy of being defeated because you don't like terror. And that was real. I did not like this shit. Like, I can hear God. I don't see why I got to go through this process. I got other shit going on. It was that type of energy for me. But because the root of my shit was I don't like terror, that was the energy that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this. You know, that was my energy. So when I walked to the table, and when I say the table, that's just where I would lay out my shit. You might walk to the couch. You might do this shit on the floor. You feel me? But you got to pay attention to what energy you're going into this shit with. Okay? You got to pay attention to what energy you're going into this shit with. Again, I'm making this shit real short so it could be more meaningful to you, and it can really be inside of you, all right? Again, we're talking about the deck, your first deck, one-on-one. This is my blog to help you, all right? Why? Because you are the living one, Madame HADEZBABEZ. This is my personal blog to help you. Right now, we're talking about the deck, okay? This is for people who just getting their decks, okay? We're splitting it up in 2 parts, so it's into small parts so it's easier for you to understand. All right, this is my personal blog or vlog, whatever the fuck they call it, to help you, you know what I'm saying, with your deck, because when it's your first time deck, it can be discouraging. Okay, and we do not want you to give up as the chosen. Okay, you have been guided to get your deck for a reason. Okay, again, it's important that you ask questions. It's important that you know who you're fucking with. Okay, just giving you an overall of what we done been talking about. And you don't have to do 18 rituals if you decide to record yourself for the world. I mean, if your team, your spiritual team is motivating you to share your message with the world, then you don't have to do 15 rituals before you start to throw cards. Okay? Okay. A lot of that shit is just for entertainment. Okay? So you'll see a lot of people, you'll see a lot of readers that's video recording for the world. Like, when I say that, I mean like YouTube, or you know what I'm saying? And they'll do 15 rituals, child, before they even start to talk about the cards. They done lit candles, they done lit incense, they done said 15 chants. To be honest, I do not listen to people when they do their chants. I go past that shit because I don't know you. I know of your energy. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know you to be talking in no other language to me. That's just me. I go past people chants because I feel like the chant is for them. A lot of people could say the chant is for you, to protect you and to protect their reading. But I feel like things that's done that's not seen is more powerful than anything. So if you, but to each his own, it's not saying that that makes that person's shit weaker. I'm going by how my team brought me up. And it's a lot of things that I have seen online. And this is from people who are doing tarot reads, because this is what the fuck we talking about, right? They be showing they altars. And you know what I'm saying? And my team is like, that's something that you really shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be showing your altars. And a lot of this shit, when I asked them why is they showing it, and they was like, it's entertainment purposes. That's how my team said. That shit is just entertainment purposes. You know what I'm saying? Just to show a motherfucker you got an altar. Just to show people what's on your altar. That shit's supposed to be private. That shit's supposed to be personal. Because it's a personal motherfucking relationship. This shit ain't about everybody, you feel me, knowing what the fuck you doing or what the fuck you got going on. And I'm speaking to the people who are going to be pulled to get in front of the camera with them cards. Understand the difference. Understand how much of this shit is ego. Understand how much of this shit is entertainment purposes. You feel me? Understand that shit. Understand that there's a thin line between people who are just watching what other people did, opposed to people that just naturally still listen in the spirit and they're online. You feel me? Because if you start off this shit having to put on makeup every day before you could throw some cards, then you gonna feel like you can't do them cards without no motherfucking makeup. You feel me? You are not going to be able to get online and just be barefaced. If you feel me, you could tell the real from the motherfucking fake. Because the real from the fake, motherfuckers don't care what they got on, how they motherfucking look, none of that shit. I can do this shit cute. I can do this shit without this shit. You feel me? So you have to understand who you are. It's not just about getting the deck. That's what I want you to understand. It's not just about getting the deck. It's about understanding who the fuck you are. When you sit in that seat, when you grab them cards, when they in your motherfucking hand, is you comparing yourself to the next person, or you enjoying your journey to find out who I am? Because if you already got the deck, you already been pulled towards that energy with 444 on the timer. Again, I'm keeping this shit in small increments because I want it to be meaningful for you and I want you to remember it. Why? Because you are the living one, madam. HADEZBABEZ. That's Shay.